and it is back under MMA rules. It is set for 3 3-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the short line Buick and GMC red corner, please welcome Jermicah Fisher.
Jermicah Fisher making his way to the cage here. Sparta, Wyoming 5. We are back to MMA action. This in the 135-pound division. Love the speed and tenacity of these 135-pound fighters. It's so technical.
Well, so far, every single fight is, like say, living up to expectations. We don't know a lot of these guys because they're debut fighters, and we're going to see it again. Be your best. Sting like a bee.
And Mr. Jermicah Fisher, 21 years old. We're talking about the youth of these guys. Comes in the taller of the two at 5'6", made the weight cutoff. Again, as you referenced, his debut fight lists himself with the style of MMA coming out of Fort Collins.
Yeah, my hometown, Fort Collins, Colorado. Let's see what the Fort Collins boy has, the Foco boy has.
His opponent, Joseph Hurd, comes in at 28 years old, a little shorter at 5'3". Lists himself as Freestyle, coming to us from Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Kenosha, Wisconsin. I think that's where the Kenosha Kickers are from, John Candy. Was it a vacation or something, right? You know, when you see these debut fighters, JR talked about it, a lot has to do with the gyms they come from.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you get and you go rounds with these guys during the week, and you suck it up and you learn and you soak as much as you can in. And come fight, they can't get in the ring with you, but you bring some of that knowledge in.
So many of these gyms with so many talented fighters, just a room full of killers every day.
It is cooking in here. Gotta unbutton the tie and loosen the tie a little bit. Climbing in that cage for the very first time.
And his opponent, fighting out of the Century Chevrolet blue corner, please welcome to the cage, Joseph Hurd.
All right, fourth fight of the night out of 14 fights coming your way from the Outlaw Saloon in Cheyenne, Wyoming. J.R. Gordon, Todd Romero along with you for the ride. 14 fights on the card. This is fight number 4. This is Joseph Hurd. We have seen 3 debut fights so far.
And they have all made it pretty exciting for us.
£135. Bantamweight action.
Boy, both these guys look lean and well muscled.
Yeah.
Couple of in-shape fighters right here.
The obligatory thank yous.
Fist bumps and hugs all around.
The experience in the corner is what's great for these young fighters. Guys that have been there before and seen it, done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bantamweight MMA bout is brought to you by Gold's Gym Cheyenne. Thank you to Gold's Gym for allowing our Sparta competitors to train there. Introducing first, fighting out of the short line Buick and GMC red corner from Fort Collins, Colorado, representing Trials MMA, Jermicah Cypress Fisher.
Boy, representing.
And his opponent, fighting out of the Century Chevrolet blue corner from Kenosha, Wisconsin, representing Victory MMA, Joseph Her!
Not as many fans travel from Kenosha, JR, just letting you know.
Come on over, fighter. Over here, please. Gentlemen, you've had your final
with
instructions.
the white gloves.
Protect yourself at all times.
Mr.
Obey
Fisher
my
with the
commands
pink
at all
gloves.
times.
Referee
Fighter, any
Oscar
questions?
Martinez,
Fighter,
he's
any
got the
questions?
black gloves.
Touch them up back to your corners.
Here we go.
Yeah, both these fighters look put together. 135 pounds, ready to roll. Here we go, bantamweight.
Yeah, her with the proverbial tree trunk legs. My gracious.
Yes. Fisher's got the reach advantage. Starts out with a couple of jabs.
And immediately looking to take it to the ground is Fisher. Let's see what kind of defense her's able to offer up. Doing good so far, keeping the legs splayed.
Her's got those strong tree trunks of legs, but Fisher continuing to try to suck that single leg in and unable to do so. Her's doing a good job sprawling and then goes to the knees with the kidney.
Yeah, her with a nice job getting his back off the cage there, able to slip out to the side. That allowed him to sprawl really deep.
Lightning quick as well. Her with the counter with the right hand as he's on his way out.
Man, these guys are so quick.
Another overhand right. Fisher drops those hands a little bit when he was using that front kick.
And again, a shoot from way out.
Telegraphed.
Fisher, yeah. And no setup.
Now, the telegraph was big time. And again, debut fighters, you have to learn sometimes.
Valuable point.
Fisher
staying pretty tenacious with the takedown.
Yeah, trying to stick with it. He's got her up against the cage, but her so far has not allowed that takedown to happen. Continues to power away a lot, as you pointed out early, those tree trunks of legs.
Yeah, Hurd underhook on one side, wrist control on the other, doing what he needs to keep this fight from going to the mat.
Came up for the middle, scored with that knee.
Looking for the reversal is her.
Gets that crossface.
Tries to jump to back control, that her didn't quite have the spin that he needed.
No.
Fisher looks like he might end up in an opportune position.
Her used that crossface. I thought he was going to be able to use it more and take advantage of it, but he was unable to.
Nice get up by her.
Her gets control of the head. Because of that, Fisher had to let go of that single leg.
Man, a lot of energy being used in this fight. Less than a minute to go, round one. In corner of Fisher.
Ooh, big overhand right.
Excuse me, corner of her, asking for him to push the pace.
Yeah, Fisher looks like he was a little bit gassed, but her hit with that nice big overhand right. He's got the reach disadvantage, but he scored.
Powerful leg kick from her. Corner wants some follow-up with that.
Her was able to block that punch, telegraphed again. He just reached his hand out and blocked it. 20 seconds left in this opening round. As you said, JR, very fast-paced.
The corner of her continues to call for him to push that pace.
Nice feint there, going up, down. Her goes with that right hand hook, slips and goes down.
Round two coming up, much to our delight.
Boy, there hasn't been a boring round yet tonight, I'll tell you that much.
Good point.
It'll be interesting to see in this second round. Her's got the ability, some punching ability, and I thought that Fisher at times telegraphed not only his takedowns, but I thought he telegraphed his punches a little bit, which you see a lot of times from debut fighters.
Yeah, agreed.
Got Kid Rock in the corner over there.
Want to get out there and lay some smackdown on your opponent in that debut fight. Boy, these guys wasted no time getting at it in all ranges of the fight. Punches, kicks, takedowns, a little bit of grappling. These guys showing a well-rounded skill set.
It'll be interesting to see how they wear in this second round, JR, because as you said, they were all over the cage in that first round. Expended a lot of energy either trying to get the takedown or keep the takedown from happening. Fisher is the long and lankier of the fighters.
Referee Oscar Martinez having to push Fisher back into his corner. He's ready to go, same as he was in round one.
Fisher stalking. Her able to back up.
Her ready for the counter. ready with the counter, I should say.
Her with the feint with the left. Her's the quicker, he's the quicker of the fighters. Leg kick was strong.
And her, now he goes for the takedown. See how Fisher does with his defense, and it is in place.
Fisher, yeah, did a great job in the takedown. Her scored with a left and then a big right to the lower mandible.
That right was the biggest shot of the fight so far.
Oh, her coming with a combination. That
Right.
takedown, he got in, but look at Fisher.
Yeah, her tried to run through him for that. Fisher wary to it, let himself be pushed against the cage, used it well for a moment, but her able to use some spiral momentum to get it down to the mat.
Yep, her gets the takedown and now is in control. Can he stay in control?
Full mount.
Yep.
Had one hook in as Fisher tried to turn in. Her ready with it, rode with him, and now enjoying top position.
Her doing a great job of trying to keep it down there, but Fisher really fighting to get up. I thought he was going to get up for a moment, but went back down.
Fisher keeping that knee block in place as of right now. Her trying to get around it. Good get up by Fisher.
Yeah, a couple shots by her as he was coming up, and Fisher using the cage to get himself up.
Crowd cheering for Jermicah Fisher. He's got a lot of fans here tonight.
Fisher goes low. He had the feint up top. Hadn't got it yet. He's fighting for it. There's the whizzer.
Good job with the whizzer by her. Fisher sticks with it though. Had leg ride for a moment.
Yeah, both these fighters doing a great job defensively once the takedown has been secured to kind of get back at it.
A lot of energy being shown by both these fighters. And finally, her looks like he needs to take a deep breath.
Yep.
About 30 seconds left.
Trying to get off that cage, and Fisher's had good weight against him. Trying to dump him again as he tries to lock that left leg up.
And her did exactly what his corner wanted, which is to be able to turn in, get his back onto the cage. He's going to try to work out from there. Fisher going to continue to try for the takedown.
May run out of time. It's important to keep up on your feet if you're her right now. You don't want any more points at the end of this round.
Yeah, Fisher could make a big statement getting a hearty takedown at the end of the round, but her with his defense in place.
Again, another close fight, JR.
Yes, sir.
Fisher now seems to be recovering a little bit. But boy, both fighters have expended a ton of energy.
Yeah, might be seeing Fisher. He does look good. He might be coming out with a strong second wind.
Yep.
And her not even using the stool in his round, so he's feeling okay too. Checking it out here on the replay. Fisher doing a good job working head control, pushing his opponent's head down. Keeps him from being able to get the lift that he wants for the slam. Her, nice job transitioning, turning it off to a spinning takedown as opposed to a lift.
Yeah, both guys did a great job when they were taken down to get back up on their feet. The Jermicah cheering section is back at it. Loud and proud from Fort Collins. Third and final round, no touch up here. Let's just go for it, boys. Nice side kick. Her scores with a couple right hands. Boy, Her's got some traps on him.
Yeah, the Victory MMA corner of her asking him to continue to press forward. And push him.
Again, attempting that takedown from a long way out is Jermicah Fisher. Jermicah staying with it. So far, Her's not allowed it.
What balance by her. My gracious. Beautiful athleticism.
Boy, Her's just doing a great job and reverses it. I think Fisher got a little bit tired there.
Man, he was working hard for that takedown, and her just able to take advantage in a momentary sprint.
And sometimes that's frustrating when you work so hard to get that takedown and your opponent gets that opportunity and kind of reverses it on you. He's pinning that right arm down, trying to get control.
Over very near the corner of Fisher where you can hear Ryan Schultz, former IFL fighter, give instructions.
Fisher turning back in, what he needs to do, but he gets dumped back down again.
Oh, and a beautiful step over. Nice mount take there by her.
Unable to stay in full mount. He's got both hooks in though right now, looking for that rear naked choke.
Fisher needs to start scooting his hips out to the side.
Yeah, Fisher needs to get up.
Her gave up back control but stays on top because of it.
See if Her can do something with it and try to score.
And that's exactly what his corner's calling for, is heavy strikes from here. Now he's going to go back and start working that choke again. Punch a little bit, try to get his opponent to lift his chin up and try to loop a forearm under the neck. There it goes.
Yep, and Fisher trying to do anything he can. Now we're under a minute to go, and Her's controlled the last part of his third round.
It's going to take a scramble by Her to stay on top. He doesn't get it. Fisher able to work back up.
Boy, a back and forth fight is what it's been all night long. You didn't expect the third round to be any different.
Well done by the Trials MMA fighter to survive deep waters.
Again, both fighters debut fighters, Jay.
Wow.
Her swings wildly with that left on the break.
Fisher comes off the cage with a smile.
Oh, a couple nice shots. Overhand right again by Her.
5 seconds to go. Let's see if anybody finishes with a flurry.
Both these guys are gassed. I'm telling you what, that was a close fight, JR. I'm going with Her.
Did they leave it out there for us? Thank you, gentlemen.
Wow. Another great fight. I think Her had control of that third round, and sometimes on close fights, what happens in that third round? Who has more control? Who scores better?
Man, what a way to start off the year. My goodness. Take this. We got a 2021 full of this ahead of us. I'm excited. Checking out the replay here. Fisher doing a beautiful job getting back to his feet. Her wanted to maintain back control. Fisher able to bring that arm up and swing it around. Turn to face his opponent. But Her showing off that strength we talked about from as early on as his entrance to the cage, and then steps over nicely to mount.
Yeah, he did a great job, and you know what it was? Each fighter had a hard time once they got the takedown of maintaining control. Her in the third round was able to have a little bit more of that momentum and stick with control.
We're seeing that here. This is where he had that back control working nicely for the rear naked choke.
He couldn't get that rear naked choke in, but wasn't enough to get the win. Boy, those guys, it was non-stop action, a lot of ground action. It took everything they had to make it that 3 rounds.
They're going to sleep well tonight.
Tell you, Her's put together for a bantamweight. He's a shorter, stockier fighter for sure.
Big Mo with the word. And Big Mo with the mic check.
Oh, there you go, Big Mo.
We go to your judges' scorecard for the official decision. Judge 1 and 2 scored about 29 to 28, while our third judge scores it 30 to 27. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Joseph Her.
Congratulations to the Victory MMA fighter, Mr. Her. Gets to go home with a victory notch in his belt. First time in the cage, first time with the win. Well done, sir.
Well, 4 fights down, 10 to go. And every one of them so far has been great.